I just wanted to stop by to inform you all that unfortunately tonight, this is the 1st of October 2020, I will not be available for our virtual community dialogue tomorrow evening. Typically we meet on a Friday evening from about 7:30. I'm just informing you guys, unfortunately I will not be able to host the program for tomorrow night. The plan was to speak to two of the nominees who are offering themselves for the Portsmouth Town Council elections, and that was supposed to be Mr. Adina Douglas as well as Mrs. Jennifer Jeffers. But unfortunately, these folks have a function that they both need to attend. They are both attending the same function, as a matter of fact, and so they are unable to be available to us. So I want to sincerely apologize to those of you who were looking forward to our discussion tonight, because it would have been tonight rather than tomorrow evening. And whatever the case, I don't know, I can't promise that over the next few days before the 5th of October that I will be able to interview them. If that happens, it might be very spontaneous and you might just see it online or something. But for now, that's the reality. It's unfortunate I can't host them tonight because they are not available. I'm ready to talk with them, but they are not available. So I want to sincerely apologize to you all. Just want to also take the opportunity to say that since we're talking about the Portsmouth Town Council elections, that it's important for people to go out to vote. Now I know that a number of you have expressed the fact that you are not really interested in voting in the town council election, and of course you have several reasons, some of which would probably include things like you're not satisfied with what you see in the town as far as being done maybe by the council. You are not satisfied with various people who might be offering themselves, etc., and a whole long list of reasons that you might possibly have. I want to kind of challenge you and myself to think about the fact that our community belongs to us. We live in this part, we live in Portsmouth, and most times, when people talk about Portsea, they love their Portsea. You go to work wherever even abroad, and whenever you talk about Portsmouth, there's a certain sense of pride and joy that you're supposed to feel. Well, I feel like if we decide that we're not participating in an election to elect, a group of people who will serve us in our locality, then we are missing something. I also think that there is value in voting. I tend to carry the thought that without a vote, you do not really have a voice. Your voice is important. Your voice is your vote. You can go out and choose any two individuals in your ward whom you would like to vote for. You can vote for two people, not three. Not three. If you vote for three, it's a spoiled ballot. But you can vote for two. If there are two or three and you're not satisfied with the other two, but there is one you can vote for. If you vote for one, your ballot is also valid. It won't be thrown out. But if you vote for three people or more, then you would have spoiled your ballot. Go out and choose somebody. Find out the people in your ward, the people offering themselves to serve you in their ward, and determine for yourself whether you can give them an opportunity to go up into the council and represent the matters that concern you. Personally, I have a lot of concerns about the community, even where I live, in the ward that I live. There are lots of things that I see that need attention, and I can just throw them out very quickly, like some of them not only specifically to my ward, but within the town itself. There are a number of things. There are a number of areas that we need speed bumps. For example, when you're coming out from Picard going down towards Early Enterprise, between there can be very dangerous. If you're in Early Enterprise's parking lot and you're trying to get out, it's very scary, I think. And plus, there is a preschool, an early childhood education institution that is within that area, Sunflower Preschool. And you imagine parents are taking their students or their children to and from that school. We need speed bumps in that area, as well as we need speed bump at the top of it and at the end of it. Now let's talk about the Benjamin's Park area. Now I'm very pleased with the fact that we have a one-way traffic sort of in those areas, but we do have an issue, and the issue is that people drive there like crazy. And think about it, it's a park that's next to that road. And we all know what happens at the park, not only on a Saturday when there are lots of children, but on any given day when the weather is fine, you will find people on the playing field. You might see a ball running across, and most times when you see a ball crossing the road, you know somebody is behind it, and most likely it will be a child who may not even necessarily be rational, and they may just run after the ball and not look up, not look down. It's the ball they're going towards, and it is, to me, a recipe for disaster. So I would hope, and I'm hoping that the council, whoever that council will be, will take into consideration the importance of putting some speed bumps, along with whoever, the power rep and whoever has to come into play, the police, etc., to put a few speed bumps along that particular road to save the lives of our children and our people. Where I live in my ward, I have written letters concerning the need for a speed bump within the chance, for not just one but a few speed bumps within the chance area. I live here and I see people drive here like crazy, and I'm afraid that we could have a very, very terrible accident in that area. And we have had a few, by the way, in the same area that I have written about. I've taken photos, attached photos to my letter, and it's been a while since I've done that. And to date, I can say that there has not been any response to having that done. I've sent that letter to several individuals, and I am hoping that that can be given some attention by whoever is new that is offering himself in the chance area. I'm throwing it out to you. I can remember sitting at my home on a Sunday, and I heard a noise, and when I looked outside, there was a guy in my fence on a bike. Thank God for the fence, it caught him. But at the same time, thank God for the fence, it protected something in my home or somebody who could have been in the yard. Now, I'm saying that not because I'm not looking for sympathy at all. What I'm looking for is a response in terms of taking care of those basic needs of the community. Whoever you all are, when you get selected or elected, it is my hope and prayer that you will be front and center in ensuring that some of those things can get addressed. We have the Scott Street and Bedford Street. I don't know what's happening in Bedford Street right now. As you can see, the street, nothing is happening right there. It's incomplete, so I'm hoping that somebody can do something about it, as well as Scott Street. One of the days I got myself driving there and realized, whoa, that street is really bad. Had to turn back because during school hours, Roosevelt Douglas Primary School has no, you can't drive through there. There is a sign that says no entry. I found myself having to take a detour, and the detour took me to Scott Street, and I can tell you, I could not go down from Scott Street to Bedford Street. It was too dangerous. And whoever, I'm hoping that you guys can really give some attention to some of those matters. But having said that, I personally believe in community cohesiveness. I personally believe that as a community, we can always come together and do things. We should come together and make a difference in our community. So it's not just all council and not just all power rep or whoever is in charge in the community. However, in every community there is need for leadership, and leadership can bring together the people to be able to join and to get things done, like giving their time to clean, etc. the community, plant flowers, beautification, etc. So I'm kindly asking that those of you who are offering yourselves, all of you offering yourselves, whoever gets elected and later get onto the council, and whoever becomes the mayor, that some of those matters can be given attention. And I'm sure there are lots of other matters. I've only spoken pretty much about 1 or 2 or 3 areas, but there are a lot of other areas that I think need attention. I personally, I'm happy when I see people offering themselves and are willing to give their time and their talent and even their treasure sometimes to make a difference in community. But I want to challenge you all, and if you are stepping up and if you say that you would like the people to vote you, when they vote you, man, do what you have to do. Now, for those of you who do not want to vote, you're not thinking about voting, if you meet these people, if you did not vote and you meet these people, I don't think you should have anything to tell them, because at the end of the day, you did not exercise your right to Choose somebody. Yeah, choose somebody or choose people. If you don't vote, you say, oh, Miss Anything, and people think you say that and you do not vote. What are you doing? You are actually empowering the people that you do not want to see there. If you don't vote, you get me? But if you want one or two people there and prefer them over the other two or the other one, if you don't vote, you are empowering the person that you do not want. So go out and vote on October 5th, 2020. That's the date for the Portsmouth Town Council election. For the Chance area, the ZCAP area, your voting, I think your polling station is the Women's Center. That is the center, the building just above the Benjamin's Park, where the women would usually have their trainings. And then in Glenvilla, I think it's Glenvilla Community Center. And in Portsmouth proper, I am not sure. But that one I'm not certain about. I can't remember. But from the top of my head, I do remember there is the in Lago, it's Jesselin's house. Down in Lago, in Glenvilla is the Glenvilla Community Center. ZCAP Chance area, it's the Women's Center. All right, so these are the locations where you can go out to vote. I urge you to come out and exercise your franchise. This is a right that you have, and this is a privilege that we have to exercise our franchise and to vote. Okay, so go out and vote. Choose the people that you want. All right, the community is yours. The community is mine. Let us go out. Let us go to vote on October 5th. Choose the person or people that you would like to vote for, and when you meet them after that, challenge them and let them know that you are looking forward to seeing what they can do and how you can support what they are doing. One of the things that impressed me the most before I wrap up here, it was when I spoke to the young man, Glenworth Elise, who is offering himself in the Chance area. One of the things that really impressed me from all the many good things that he said was that once he wins, he wants to go to the people and bring the people together and to determine what are some of the things that we think or they think that he should be doing, that we can be doing in the community to better the community. I'm looking forward to that because I live in that ward, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from him and working with him in that area to make a difference. How about you? How about you? I think as a people in Portsmouth, we have so much going for us, but we do not harness it enough. We have a lot, as we say, we have a lot of potentials, but potentials that are sleeping are not potentials. Potentials that are harnessed, that are tapped into, potentials that are seen and exalted, you could say, or just magnified so that people can actually buy into it. That is potential. Potential that breeds forth productivity, a better community, etc. That is potential. We have it, but we must do better. We must do better. To start the process, I urge you to go out and vote. Tell somebody else to go out and vote on the 5th, Monday. That is Monday coming. Monday, the 5th of October, 2020. Go out and cast their vote, because your vote will determine who serves us. To a certain extent, granted, to a certain extent, your vote will determine who you have on your council in Portsmouth. And of course, it will definitely impact the community on the long term. So, go out and serve. Sorry about not having program tonight. I wish all of you a splendid, splendid weekend. Remember, let's exercise the protocols, re-COVID, so that we can all remain safe. I try to say that all the time. God bless you. Ceez.